the day? I don't know. I hope he does that. Like, so your mind will always try to figure it out. Like, will Robin and Batman sleep together? Like, your mind will always try to figure it out. But the truth is, you have to observe, and you observe your feelings. It's like, I feel I should open this door now. And it's like, oh my God, it's a threesome with the Joker. Who would have thought?
Good morning, it's Monday, and Sensei says today may be a little anxious and you might think you're crazy, but you're not. We've got a full moon crossing the galactic center, and Sensei has the details to get you through the storm. From my smartphone to yours, keep streaming for your Monday Namaste today. Welcome to Namaste Today, a peaceful way to start your day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. Namaste, my friend, and welcome back from the weekend. Well, you might have had some intense dreams last night, or you may have woken up with some anxiety. We're in the final tested step, step 29 of Gemini, and we have a galactic center full moon. This is a tug-of-war between belief and actual thinking. So you're not crazy. This is a spiritual storm. Sensei will have the facts to help you get through it. But first, let's take a look at today's Zodiac weather. This Zodiac weather is for Monday, June 20th, 2016. Well, looking at the 5-day moodcast, today is the worst of it. Tomorrow it's going to be overcast and eerie quiet. The best days for the heart will be Wednesday and Friday. But today, the collective conscious is stormy with a chance of thunderstorms. In fact, I'm giving everyone an emotional tornado watch. You could get caught up in someone else's drama. Now, the Great Human Walk has reached step 29, Gemini. This is the final and most tested step. That means the ruling channel of the day is channel 11 of integrity, and the ruling planet today is Chiron, the healing planet. Now, our emotional issues are all control issues. The full moon actually happened last night, but this morning, the moon is in Act 1 of the moon in Capricorn. So everyone is defensive and trying to control. And our minds are trying to overcome a bridge or old beliefs. Mercury's at step 12 of Gemini. So that begs the question, how does one get through this storm? Well, let's move on to today's Lightwalker Newsflash. Today's newsflash is, your sanity may feel tested, but it's not what you think. I think it's all emotion, and I can explain why. I know we're in the final test of a certain mindset. Maybe some certain information is gnawing at you. But Sensei says it comes down to your emotional groundedness and your own self-nurturing today, and there are many planets that point to it. One of them is Venus. Venus is at step 3, Cancer. And what that means is that we're opening up to new ways of feeling. We're trying to feel a new way. And a lot of times the only way to feel a new way is to feel the wrong way or what we don't like, and for us to go swimming for what we do. So I think it's all about really how you feel today and aiming towards the way you want to feel, not letting your mind get in the way. But also, Mercury's at step 12, Gemini. So literally that means we're going to cross a bridge. Our mind is going to cross a bridge. Now that might be a bridge of uncertainty, that you're holding faith, you don't know. So expect that your mind will have to go into an uncharted territory, and the only thing you can do in step 12 is to nurture yourself and be there with yourself as you cross that bridge. And every step you don't fall, you're doing it. Okay, so that's how you do it, just step by step. But the other thing, I think, has to do with the moon in Capricorn, and that means that it's time to make new rules about how you're going to feel or not feel about certain things, okay? And maybe it used to be okay that you would go down in drama. Or maybe it was okay that you used to ignore your feelings. Or maybe it was okay that you used to spew on other people. But a lot of this today, too, is not even mental, again, sanity. Because the sun's in Gemini and certain ideas are being tested. But I argue it's not that. It's really our emotions. Are our emotions supporting our ideas? Are you emotionally falling into the old traps and the old rules? Or are you responding differently and creating new rules that make you feel solid? So Sensei says, if you feel crazy, nurture your feelings, because it's your feelings that need to ground that high-minded idea. All right, so without further ado, let me channel a megascope for you. This is completely different. The first half is scripted, and I'm sorry if it sounds too scripted. I'm trying to get my logic order. And this part is completely with my guides and what they come up with. I'm going to take 3 breaths, and I recommend as a spiritual calisthenic, especially today, that you take 3 breaths and get rid of all of the emotional drama and just be left with what is clear and present on your plate today. Okay? All right. Okay, so a lot of interesting things came up just now. First is the word revolution, believe it or not. Spirit says that, there is going to be a change on Earth, but it's going to have to come from each person having their own personal re-evolution inside themselves. And really that re-evolution starts now. For those who are ready, this is a major turning point. As the sun goes into Cancer tomorrow, we're going to be exploring our emotions for 30 days. But really, what this is for those who are ready, turning your back on the way you have felt your whole life and turning toward how you desire to feel. So it's real easy to get lost in the currents. And today, Spirit is showing me that today is not going to be quite as hard as I predicted, I don't think, with the full moon, because I think a lot of the work was done as we slept. But today really is about deciding differently with your feelings and not letting your feelings derail your plans. And that's really what it's about. Don't let your feelings derail your plans. Now, the truth is, in the next 24 hours, it's really about identifying feelings you no longer want and identifying them almost for the chopping block. So, the first thing is it's okay. It's totally okay how you feel. It's okay how you have felt. You don't want to repress your feelings. You don't want to make them you want to give them voice with your own self. But you also want to mark whatever feelings you don't like to be dead and to be dead to you now. And what's going to happen is the moon's crossing Pluto in the next 36 hours. And so literally Spirit's going to follow through with that. It's really important right now for you to find your emotional peace and to begin to make rules with maintaining that peace. And today really is not so much a test of ideas, which is what I thought in the beginning of the logical segment, but today is really a test as to whether or not your feelings can derail your ideas or not. And I know in my case, they can. Okay, so that said, let me give you 3 steps for the day to help you on your way. Step 1, be mindful of the baby's needs today. And in my Sensei service, I call our emotions our inner baby. We're all an inner baby. Be mindful of what that baby wants. The baby wants a popsicle. The baby wants to go home early. The baby wants some milk. Okay, be mindful of what the baby wants. Step 2, do not question your logic today. Proceed as usual. Do not question your logic. Proceed as usual. We're at step 29, Gemini. This is not a time to second guess. This is not a time to turn back. Go forward. You're better off manifesting the wrong thing and giving it back to the universe. And then lastly, step 3, integrity is moment to moment. And notice the om in the moment. Okay? In other words, all you have to do today, if you're really tested, is stay in integrity each step of the way. And you'll find when you look up, you've crossed that bridge. All right, my friend, for those watched over my personal Sensei service, who I have the honor of guiding each day, today in your special report, I'm going to give you a little report on what this galactic full moon is. This is a galactic center full moon, so I think God is up to some things that I think I find interesting, and I want to throw it by your way to see. And in your eye candy, I'm going to give you at 3 o'clock the emotional rules that must die in the next 36 hours. So where are you literally leaving emotional baggage behind? You'll find out at 3 o'clock when you get your text message. For everyone out there, I would love to have you be a part of my personal Sensei service. You can try it for 7 days for just $1.99. Every text is written by me every night. Well, I'm a few days ahead now, thank goddess, but it really is. So find out for yourself. Come on down to SeriousJoy.tv and find out more, or SeriousJoy.me as well. All right, friends. Well, that's all I have for this particular webisode. Good luck on this full moon, and I'll see you tomorrow when we go into step 0 of Cancer. Please remember, I love you, and live, love, be.
Having trouble in your love life? I have the answers. It's called Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets available online at secretsofbirthdays.com.